Tonight's meal is gonna be a smashed potato and also some chicken that I'm gonna be doing in this new Dutch oven that I have from Buydeem. It's actually a braising pan, but it is cast iron and I'm really excited to be using it. So I'm gonna be doing the chicken in there and probably finishing off the potatoes in that. I'm kind of winging it right now, but it's a really easy recipe and I'll have things linked down below or the recipes written out in the description box. I'm going to be cooking the potatoes first. I have a little bag of like the baby potatoes, and then also I have a couple other red ones that I'm just dicing up to kind of equal the same size just so there's enough for us. I'm gonna cook those and make them soft, and then I will go ahead and show you what I do after that. Usually I would like to finish this on our Traeger, the grill, the smoker. It takes it to another level, but I don't have time for that tonight, so we're just gonna go with it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this recipe if you haven't already tried it. So you're just gonna go ahead and fry the chicken in a little bit of oil. I also added some butter later on, but you're just gonna dip it in the seasonings and then fry it. And make sure you don't do it too long. I kind of made that mistake. But in the meantime, I also had my potatoes cooking in some water. I just put them in a pan, bring them to a boil, and let them cook for a little while till they're basically soft. So with these potatoes, you're just gonna like lightly smash them, just like that. And that's why when you grill them, it lets more flavor in. So if you have the time, put them on your grill or your smoker, and it makes it even better. Nick loves these types of potatoes. The little ones are better than like the big red potatoes. Somehow the texture gets better if you have a crust all around, but you know, because of not having enough, this will work. So I'm gonna use the Auntie No-No's Everything seasoning. You don't have to have this, but I really do like it. Basically, it's a mixture of sea salt, garlic, onion, spices, rice hulls, things like that. So you could kind of come up with your own garlic and stuff like that. So I'll set some of this cheese aside and I can sprinkle it on when I get it back out of the oven. Now that is some perfect bacon, in my opinion. I want to talk a little bit about this Buydeem cast iron braiser. It is sort of like a shallow Dutch oven, and I don't have a lot of cast iron pieces. And these are great for a lot of different things. They're very versatile. This one is super high quality, has good enamel. So it's got a 3-layer Japanese enamel coating on it. It is non-toxic and safe, and it's easy to clean and maintain. Unlike some cast iron pieces, you do not have to season this one. It has like the white coating enamel inside, and you do not need to season it. It is best when you do it with like medium to low settings in this particular piece. It is a shallow dish, like 3.3 quart to 4, I think. I think you could get like 3 to 4 servings out of here, which is about what I'm cooking tonight. It's a very versatile piece. I feel like you could do a lot of different things with it. I'm definitely gonna experiment with it. I might even try like a cobbler in here, because these you can put into the oven, super high heat and everything. And they're safe on glass cooktops, gas, whatever. Also great for waterless cooking, and it has these built-in little bubbles here that is like an anti-spill technology that prevents leaking. And it also has these easy grip handles that you can easily, you know, hold it. Also, you probably saw me using these little mitts. These fit perfectly onto the handles, just like that. It's a very heavy, high quality piece, and I'm super impressed with it. I actually bought one of Buydeem's toasters. It's literally almost the same color. I think this one's called like cozy greenish or something, and I love the color. It's so fun. But anyway, that's beside the point. So all around, super impressed with this thing, and I'm excited to use it. I'll show you maybe another recipe in this video. I'm gonna be doing just some easy meals or desserts or whatever in here, so hopefully it'll give you some ideas. But I wanted to thank Buydeem for sponsoring this video, and also I'll leave a discount code on the screen for you guys. You can use my code, go click the link in the description box, and you'll find it all there. Make sure you go check them out and all of their other products as well. I'm really excited about it. For those of you who've been following along, I've started baking bread, and I feel like it's getting better. So I'm gonna have to make another batch soon, but I have some freezer jam I made, and also here is a cute little butter dish that I ordered from Cocalico Creek. Megan Fox had talked about it, and I didn't have a butter dish, so I was like, this is perfect timing. It is so cute. These potatoes are ready to serve, and we'll put sour cream on them yet, or dip them in sour cream, one or the other. You could put like dollops of it on if you want to serve it, make it look nicer. And then here's the chicken. It was a new recipe for me. I feel like maybe it'll be a tad spicy, so maybe check that, but I know it's really tender. And then here's my green beans. We're eating some of my homemade applesauce that I made. This was done in the blender, and then we froze it. I love slushy applesauce. So tonight I'm gonna be making a jambalaya, and that's gonna be basically all in one dish. I'm getting ready to prep my vegetables. It's a little early for supper yet, but I wanna go ahead and cut those up. It's gonna be like celery, some peppers, onions. I just grabbed a recipe off of Pinterest, and I'll loosely follow it. So with jambalaya, I won't go into a lot of detail because the recipe will be linked down below, but you're just gonna cut up all your veggies. And also, I didn't have andouille sausage. I just grabbed some kielbasa, that's what Aldi had, and we're not as big on spice, so feel free to adjust the recipe as you like. I also had some shrimp from Detweiler's that I added on into this stuff. I just added at the end, but you're gonna start by sauteing your vegetables in a little bit of olive oil, and I was just kind of guessing on the amount here, so I took some out, but just saute it a little bit. Then you're gonna start adding in the rest of like the sauce and then the rice, and that'll cook for maybe 20 minutes or so. And then you'll finish up the dish by adding in the shrimp at the last 5 minutes or so, and that's pretty much it. I'm doing a really quick, easy lunch. I grabbed some non-flatbread from Aldi, and I'm gonna do a couple different kinds. Really not even sure what I'm gonna be doing yet, but then I'm just gonna pop it on my smoker for a little bit. Since the dough is already obviously cooked, it'll just need to be, you know, finished off for the toppings. So I thought I would just show you that. Maybe gives you a quick lunch or even dinner idea. So I decided on a margarita pizza. I'm not sure why it's called margarita when you use tomato sauce, mozzarella, and basil. That's pretty much it. You put a little bit of salt and olive oil on the top, but that's pretty much all you put on it. I love it. Nick likes his meat, so he didn't even try it. But this stuff turned out really good. And then the other stuff, I decided to do like a meat lovers and then also a chicken barbecue, which you'll see here in just a little bit. Put it directly on the grates of the grill. These turned out great. Just pop them in the grill for a little bit or in the oven even, and it was a quick, easy lunch for us, and we had some leftovers later on. They were really, really good and really easy. So the next recipe I'm doing is actually a dessert. So I'm making it to go with our dinner tonight of Haystacks, which I'll show you in just a little bit. I actually put it in my Dutch oven from Buydeem, and it turned out really, really good. So I grabbed a recipe off of Pinterest and had some berries and made a topping to put on it. I've never made this type of cobbler before, but it was actually pretty easy and it was delicious served with ice cream. So for dinner tonight, I'm making Haystacks. And Haystacks is something that is a Mennonite dish or Amish dish, I feel like. I've shown it before on my channel, but I thought I'd share it again with you since I'm making it again tonight. My husband loves this. It's probably one of his favorite dinners, and I should make it more often. It just has quite a few steps, quite a few different ingredients, so that is why I don't make it quite as often. But basically, you're making a whole pile of stuff, which is why it's called Haystacks, and you serve it topped off with homemade cheese sauce, and it is so good, you guys. So I'll have all of the steps in the description box. I'll have the recipe there, and then also you can kind of watch as we assemble it. It's really good, and something that you could make a bunch of the hamburger meat for and put it in the fridge and keep it, or even freeze it and just get it out later. That way, you know, you have it, it's easy and ready to go. So hopefully you enjoyed this recipe. so I'm sitting here editing my video and I wanted to close out the video. Thank you guys for tagging along today. I hope you enjoyed all these recipes and ideas. It's just some things we were eating this week. Make sure you go check out the Buydeem discount code in the description box if you're interested in trying this. I really think that everyone should have a Dutch oven in their life, honestly. It's so versatile, and this is like a different style Dutch oven, so this could be great for searing things like steak and different things like that. There's a lot of variety you could do with this one especially. So make sure you go check that out in the description box. And thank you guys so much for tagging along today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next week, Lord willing. Bye guys.